Hello everyone, we are back with Hogwarts Legacy. Last time we explored the entirety, or pretty close to the entirety, of the northern half of the map. Once we progress the story a little bit more, we'll be able to go down here, the second half of the map. But until then, we're just gonna do all the side quests and main quests and progress the story a little bit. Let's wait until it's daytime. There we go. Now we got more light. Whoa! That was close.
The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is in here. Confringo, Defendo, Expelliarmus. Protego, Stupefy. Flipendo. Confringo, Expelliarmus, Defendo. Incendio. Descendo. Revelio.
That was close at the end there. Ugh.
Confringo.
I hate spiders.
Protego, Stupefy. Flipendo. Confringo. Descendo. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy.
Ugh.
Revelio.
Even with Arachnophobe safe mode on, they're still very creepy.
Confringo. This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned.
I'm not looking forward to
So
this.
this is the infamous absconder.
That's big. Oh, and the music. Oh, ho, ho.
Defendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Defendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Descender!
Uh-oh, I'm stuck. No!
Propendo! Protego! Stupefy! Propendo!
Trying to get the little one.
Descend!
It's impossible. It's too fast. Unless I hit it with a rest of momentum first.
Propendo! Arresto momentum. Confringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Now all that's taken care of. I need to find the heirloom from our old people. Expelliarmus! Confringo!
That's terrible.
Incendio! Confringo! Confringo! Defendo! I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley. Revelio!
That was the toughest boss fight I've had yet in this game.
Confringo! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Incendio! Revelio! Revelio!
At least now I get plenty of room for Wiccan-Will potions.
Confringo!
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Alright, fast traveling to Orange here.
Ah, you look none the worse for wear. Oh, I take it you decided against entering the Absconder's Cave, then?
No, it's dead.
Mr. Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
Merlin's beard! How did you? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that acromantula ever again. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm glad Milo's daughter will have something to remember him by.
I am too. As far-fetched as his schemes were, Milo was a good friend, and I shall miss him. Please, accept this reward for your trouble.
What do you have for sale?
His wishes have been fulfilled, and his daughter has something to remember him by. Never mind replenishing my stocks. Pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your business.
Alright, we got some clothing that needs identified. Gonna head to the room real quick.
Dick thinks you should do all the potions you've brewed.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Always. Alright, so time to find out what happened to this Bardoff Beaumont character. In Fury.
Confringo! Incendio! Defendo! Protego! Incendio! Is that Infurious wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardoff. Incendio!
Poor kid.
Confringo! Defendo! Protego! Incendio! Bardolph's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Confringo! Defindo! Revelio!
A note. Journal entry 2 of 2. Huh. I'm repulsed by what I have just witnessed. They have created an Inferius. A corpse, mutilated, come to life. I tried to hide my horror at what I was seeing, as I think they saw right through me. I need to convince them I'm not a spy. I'm not here to undermine them. If I do not, I fear I could be next. Bardolph.
This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next.
Was that the Ashwinders?
Revelio!
We need to take them down. Another note. Another note. Journal entries 1 of 2. I hate that I'm afraid, but there's no going back. I seem to have mastered 2 of the curses so far, but I got tongue-tied there, sorry. But I've had to pledge to do their bidding if I'm to learn more. I can't let them see my fear. They're already whispering behind my back. I've been told not to trust dark wizards, but I can't stop until I have enough magic to protect Claire, myself, and all of Upper Hogsfield.
An
Bardolph.
entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him.
If that was the Ashwinders or the Poachers, we gotta take them down.
Oh, I do hope you've made Upper Hogsfield safer. And for that, I thank you.
Bad news, ma'am.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
He's dead,
I
ma'am.
regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be. Oh.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph. Bardolph. My dear, dear brother.
I'd have bet my last galleon he'd been kidnapped, but turned into an Inferius. Poor man. And poor Claire.
She deserved to know the truth. If something happened to one of my family members, I would want to know.
Style!
Revelio.
What's this? Huh. The teenage Artemisia? I butchered that, I'd know it. Played a pivotal role in Yunan's growth as a wizard, but also his descent into darkness, each stoking the other's disdain for their Muggle parents. And as Yunnan changed, so did the results of his work. The hedges he nurtured grew vicious and volatile. The wedding of Yunnan and Artemisia was a curious affair, for Artemisia's Muggle father and Yunnan's Muggle family. Oh, they were all invited. I butchered that pronunciation and everything I just said. Sorry about that. It is believed that Yunnan's family would have avoided the affair altogether if not for rumors of Artemisia's considerable dowry, which, unbeknownst to them, was not a pile of gold, but a single golden medallion, bewitched with the Gemino curse. Enticed by their greed, the Muggles agreed to attend. Always comes down to greed, don't it? Okay. Let's continue with the quest line. Let's do the Beast Classroom quest. I admit I've actually been pretty excited to get started on the Beast stuff. I just wanted to do the exploration first. Here we go!
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely.
Adorable.
I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you
Aw,
suppose
look
the
at that.
pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
It's
He
adorable.
is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Ah, we get to be introduced to the Kneazles. Oh, look at cats. Big cats.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
Poachers in the
Stupid
making.
thing. Oh.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Dark wizards in the making, those two.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was
said that.
onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Kneazles just as you did with Gerald.
There you go.
The Kneazles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now,
Oh, that's it?
where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Yes,
Hello,
Professor.
Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was fun.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst. Over here.
Okay.
Do you
what
need
want?
something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise.
Oh,
At
okay.
least that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
Sounds suspicious. Should I be
I'm
worried?
not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see. I promise you have nothing to fear.
I would hope so.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just
I would
ahead.
hope so.
Stand back.
What is that?
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
It is a magnificent creature. I'll give you that, Poppy.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Incredible.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howen, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
Sounds suspicious, to be
That does
sure.
seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
Be careful, but it would be good to investigate.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
That was something. I can see why Poppy was so secretive. Alright, now we go to Hogsmeade and speak to Sirona at the Three Broomsticks. It's not too far away from Hogwarts, so I'll just hop on my broom and go there. No fast travel. start coming in for a landing.
I'd rather scream.
Revelio certainly
Hogsmeade does have charming shopkeepers.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Have you heard anything about
Have you
them?
heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
I plan to.
Never thought I'd witness Sebastian lose a duel.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Thanks, barkeep. There you are, Lodgok.
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
I'm already fully supplied and ready to go. Let's go meet Logok. Oh wait, I can get these ones.
Aloha Mora.
I completely forgot about this one.
Revelio. I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
I literally can't go any faster than the speed I'm going right now. I'm pushing the movement stick all the way. We're forced to walk slowly. At least the wall. I hate it when I get tongue-tied when I'm trying to talk. At least the walk is pretty scenic.
Defendo!
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I'll say.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Let's hope so.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a dark witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
You too, Logok. Let's do this.
Revelio. It's sealed. Moths. Curious. Lumos. Merlin's beard. Revelio. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Revelio. Depulso. Lumos.
There we go.
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Let's get ready.
Confringo! Incendio! Defender! They're certainly persistent. Confringo!
One way to end a fight.
Revelio.
Blood red fedora? That doesn't sound nice.
Confringo.
Wrong one.
Lumos. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Depulso. Depulso. Lumos. Revelio.
So there otherwise the way forward, so I'm gonna go over here and explore.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Need to get that platform closer. But how? Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That did not do it, okay.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, okay. I feel stupid now. Doing all that extra. And the bridge was already complete. Alright, now we can move on.
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious.
What? Oh, that?
Down I go. No other way. Depulso. Revelio. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio.
Alright. Looks like down's the only way to go now. Let's go.
Oh!
Let's over this way.
Accio.
Ah, that's a way back up. Okay. Okay, just making sure. That way is blocked off down here.
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Defender. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Confringo. Stupefy. Protect. Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Defender. Revelio.
That was a lot of them.
Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Revelio.
Aha, there it is.
Lumos.
Gotta move this one over here.
Depulso.
Wait, before we
Revelio.
continue on, it's over this way. Ah, it's a good thing I didn't rush this. I would have missed these otherwise.
Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Revelio. This looks even more complex.
So that's the way I get up there. While that's active, I can't use it.
Depulso. Lumos.
Or can I? Nope, I can't even use it.
Revelio.
Where's... Aha, okay.
Lumos.
There we go.
The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. Revelio.
And judging by the carnage around here, it looks like Ranrock and Rookwood's lot got here first.
A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this. Better show this to Lodgok. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway.
A hidden passageway. Conveniently goblin-sized, too.
Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
No problem.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
We'll get it back, Lodgok. No worries. Oh hey! Landing platform. Let me just step by that first.
Protego, pay for your deed.
Come now. Explode.
Let the troll take care of you.
You've made a grave mistake. Oh. Stop right there. Expulso. Expulso.
Don't stand a chance against the forest troll.
Expulso.
you done? Thinking yourselves of good and evil merely indicates a limited imagination, in my opinion.
Were you truly in your right mind, picking a fight with a troll? Dumb poachers.
There they are,
Just to avoid it.
the Ashwinders. Revelio.
Or I could finish what they started.
That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
Ha! Another pitiful beast.
Oh, watch the light go out of your eyes.
You will pay for your deeds.
Reducto. Reducto.
That's not fair.
Someone making a bet.
Accio. Descendo. Defendo. Revelio.
Poor troll's just defending itself. Had to fight against invulnerable in fury. They got it took out. Poor troll. He was just defending himself.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon.
You kept something
Best to
from us,
keep
though.
our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
He said something about a search and was like, forget you heard something. What is he trying to hide? That seems highly suspicious to me.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
Okay.
As I
Stuff I want to
mentioned,
can.
this is around Mrs. Hogwarts. and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting process. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Let's do these side activities and then go check out those side quests.
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the hog pen. Or perhaps I'll just stay here. One wonders if one's life is indeed carved out by destiny.
Flipendo!
Petrificus Totalis! Petrificus Totalis!
Revelio!
Where's the other ones? Ah, there it is.
Shudders when they see me coming, and rightfully so.
Accio! Descendo! Depulso!
You're going to regret that.
Accio! Descendo! I did it! And an Ashwinder, no less. Flipendo!
I did it one too many times.
Flipendo! Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio.
An underwater cave. Time to go spelunking. I went the wrong way. Of course I did. Or did I? Aha! That's how we do it.
Depulso.
Rocks be gone.
Revelio.
Is that it? Yep. Okay. Time to go. Serona wishes to speak with us at the Three Broomsticks, so let's head there now.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
How many more gear slots do I have? I still got a few. Okay. Ooh. Fancy. Ooh. I like this one. It blends perfectly with my wand handle. Or my actual wand. It blends perfectly. I might keep that. Let's take a look at all the other ones we got so far. I like this one because the colors kind of blend together. The one I've had for a good long while. Ooh. The colors kind of blend together right there. I like that. But I like this one more. I'm gonna go with this one now. Hippogriff. A majestic beast with the front half of an eagle and the back half of a horse. The hippogriff can soar great distances and commands the respect of anyone who dares to approach it.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Since I'm here,
sure
might
that
as well.
Hello, be with you in a bit. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Glad you came.
You wish to speak?
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
Yes, we did.
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
It's not that far. I'll room right there once I get out of the no-fly zone. There we go.
Perhaps I'll scout around Feldcroft for something to poach.
Ah, Upper
There we go.
Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Right here.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Descendo! Depulso! Defendo! Revelio!
What is that? I don't want to know.
Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Confringo! That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Confringo! Lumos. Confringo! Revelio.
Oh boy, that's a long way down.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacier! Protego! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio!
Oh, what? I dodged that.
Protego! Flipendo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Defender! Expelliarmus! Protego! Flipendo! Confringo! Incendio!
One less foul, hulking brute.
Revelio!
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
It's like reading someone's diary books.
Revelio!
I'm not gonna read those. That's incredibly private.
Confringo! Revelio!
Missed a whole bunch of stuff up there. I'm going back. can't, can I? Yes, I can.
Lumos. Revelio.
Going back in there to get that collection chest.
Confringo. Revelio.
Wait, perhaps it's over here?
Revelio.
No, it's not. So it has to be down here somewhere. And that just leads me straight down. Aha!
Revelio.
There we go.
I find the rarest beast in the forest.
circle. You certainly made an impression.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Chores aren't so bad.
It's within walking distance. No need for fast traveling.
One day, I'll get up the nerve
To finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Acceptable. In Transfiguration? No child of mine should receive less than outstanding. What are you even doing in that class? Or is it that sniveling teacher of yours? You can be sure I'll be having words with that so-called school. You will receive an outstanding one way or another.
That must be extremely embarrassing.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I would definitely be
I think
worried
you're right
too.
to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
Wonder if I can go there.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Well, then let's go. No time to waste.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite?
Okay,
Unlock lists just ahead.
Another human?
Confringo!
For me?
Protego!
Someone been taken out last me! Move of the ground. Why spread this out longer than necessary?
Defender!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Confringo! Incendio! Now to find out what happened here.
Revelio.
Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Ranrock's lot agreed to meet, but I do feel a tad uneasy. They amended their requests and were angry when I asked questions. I overheard some of their plan on gobbledygook. They're after my rare metal deposits that are suitable for drilling. I'm afraid of upsetting them further. They seem rather volatile, and I need this transaction to happen. Perhaps we can work out a compromise. Perhaps not.
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
Revelio.
Confringo! I should investigate.
Revelio.
Must be another treasure vault just above me.
Incendio. Defendo.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Almost ran right into that. Time to go spelunking.
Revelio.
Another small cave. But I got some good loot out of it.
Lumos.
I knew it was there and I still ran right into it.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce.
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree. Confringo. Could it be a Merlin trial? Reparo.
Where's the last
Revelio.
one? There it is.
Reparo. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
That appears to be all the Merlin trials I need to do. I have max inventory space now.
Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds.
Revelio.
So keep following the stream.
A crooked tree, just as the map said. The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here.
Don't try that. What? I shall get that.
Defender!
You dare slay one of my own! No.
Revelio. Flipendo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here. What do we have here?
Here we go.
Hello?
Petrificus totalis. Troubles. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Confringo. Now here's a sad-looking place. A ladder. That's what I need. Petrificus totalis.
Wait.
Revelio.
It's actually quite fun being stealthy.
Confringo. This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
Here we go.
What will we find in here? Revelio. Protego! Stupefy!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Accio! Descendo! It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Who's that?
Accio. Descendo. Depulso. Revelio.
What's over here? Secret tunnel.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Revelio.
That's a lot of them.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised.
Who's that? You will regret coming here. Confringo. Oh,
Ranrock won't be stopped.
Someone's such arrogance.
Protego.
Stop it! No! I will make you pay. Get a cut of you up!
Why have you not run away? Intend to die, do you?
Protego. Stupefy.
You won't get away with that.
Stupefy.
I shall avenge your death. You won't get away with that.
Confringo. Revelio. A boiler door. How to open it? Revelio. Incendio.
Yeah, a whole bunch of wicked
Revelio.
wells. Very useful.
Revelio.
What's down here?
Listen after being locked away.
Confringo.
You can tell on that.
Defendo.
No!
Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Ah, shortcut. Nice.
Incendio. Revelio.
That's the boss room. Let's not go there just yet.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. What's down there? Petrificus Totalis.
Who's out there? How nice of you to stop by.
Oh, come on.
Stupid one. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Defendo. Revelio.
While I was sneaking, I was spamming the button as soon as I got close to the enemy, but it didn't do nothing. Does it only work when you're behind them? Because I've had times where it works where you're in front of them.
Mr. Oakes.
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be? Revelio.
Alright, there's nothing else down here though. Time to take care of the boss.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed. I won't rest until you're...
Potato!
Why can't I hit you?
Stupefy!
No! I will make you pay.
Incendio! Protego!
How nice of you to stop by. Prepare to surrender now.
Incendio!
I won't rest.
Stupid!
Child!
Incendio!
Stiffen one.
I shall avenge your death.
Revelio!
A tough fight on the account that there's so many of them, but as long as you remain defensive and just focus on the enemy attack prompts, the dodge, will be just fine.
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Isn't that cool?
Revelio.
A hidden area. Okay, now to return to Mr. Oakes.
Please, pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
That's an overreaction for such a misunderstanding.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Alright, time to leave.
I wouldn't give a cup of mushroom soup.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Revelio.
Yep, I got everything. Okay. Time to head back to the room and see what Deke wants.
Deke? Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts.
Wait.
Pleasant little
What did you
breeze.
just say?
I have been thinking about something Professor Howen said in Beasts class. That I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing.
Does this mean we get to capture creatures and bring them to the room? I think this means
That was a dark time
exactly
in Deke's
that.
life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh, it was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Let's go.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment and they should return.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Everything's all right.
Revelio.
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
This is in walking distance.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return. Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Revelio. Oh, no, you don't. Arresto momentum.
Sorry.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Let's go. We get to have beasts.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
How cool is that? Wow. Listen to that music.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home.
Okay.
Oh! Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Deke thinks you are doing good work here.
They're adorable. Look how small it is. It's adorable. Look at that, it's just like a a sentient fur ball. How cute is that?
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now. Revelio.
Hold on, before I do that, let me do this real quick. There we go.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke.
Upgraded it and added the perk that gives us an increase to our magic fill rate. Or
I'd like
ancient
to ask
magic
you about
meter
changing
fill
the room's
rating.
ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time. I use the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Ooh. What's this? A mask with mysterious designs, earned by completing the main quest line. That actually looks cool. Oh, look at that. I can. Pair it with the helmet. Which one looks the best though? Obviously not that one. There we go. This one actually kind of makes me look like a mysterious authority figure. Well, I do like it. I don't really want anything covering my character's face. I wonder if they'll actually play with it though.
To Bolso.
Look at that! They're playing with the ball. Oh, that's so cute. I'm going to explore the area. I bet there's something hidden here. I was right.
Revelio. 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 Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Let the Juggernaut play with it. No? Guess the Juggernaut didn't want to play with the ball. Okay. head over to Hogsmeade so I can sell my lesser quality clothing.
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time. You won't be disappointed. That's a glad rag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Stop by whenever you're about. You won't be disappointed. That's a glad rag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Did I get all the stuff from Stones and Scrolls?
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
Yep, I got everything.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Is Brood and Peck open now?
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracells. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry in those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
That caught me off guard. Doing the snort laugh. That caught me really off guard.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio.
Burden Peck, proprietor Ellie Peck, is a fierce protector of beasts, and will give you a fair price for any beasts in need of a safe home. Burden Peck is the shop to visit for beast byproducts like fupa feathers and niffler fur.
I met a girl once. Looked like an inferior.
Good thing the ministry banned.
Before you ask, I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Nifflers. A small, furry, and mischievous beast that causes mayhem in its pursuit of shiny objects, which it stores in its marsupial-like pouch. So it's pretty much like a platypus with a kangaroo pouch.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now. In large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
No.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacular in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. He'll be in and out of there in no time.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. I shall be right here. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacular. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
And luckily for
Mr.
him,
Barnes will only get in trouble going down this path. I need to find another way to get him a venomous tentacular.
I already have a bunch of them.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacular.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
I gave him one of the ones I grew. I didn't go and steal it.
Arrenshaw has much.
Okay. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm having a fun time with this game. I'm not even halfway through with it yet, I don't think. All that progress has just been from exploration, mostly. And I hope you guys are having a good day, and I hope you're doing well out there. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.